What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a very exciting Liverpool transfer news video because Liverpool are edging closer to signing Milos Kerkez. He could be our next absolutely brilliant left back bombing up and down the wing, and he could be the long-term replacement for Andy Robertson. So let me know if you are excited about this potential transfer deal by leaving a like on this video, and let me know what kind of transfers would you make if you were in charge of Liverpool's summer transfer window. Drop me your top 3 transfer targets for Liverpool in any position. I would love to hear from you guys. And also today is the Chelsea-Liverpool game where Chelsea will stand guard of honor and clap Liverpool, the Premier League champions, on the pitch. So I'm really excited to witness that, and let me know your score predictions. And also Lewis Steele said that Liverpool will be respectful to Bournemouth because they are chasing a European place. They beat Arsenal coming from 1-0 down. Arsenal's season is really collapsing, and if they don't go through against PSG in the Champions League, then they will have a massive failure. And Arsenal are looking at every other of their rival winning a major trophy this season. Potentially Man United or Tottenham could win the Europa League, Chelsea could win the Conference League, Liverpool are already Premier League champions, Man City could win the FA Cup. So this is not good times for the Arsenal fans. Milos Kerkez actually got into the Premier League team of the season. So according to the experts, Kerkez has been the best left back this season. And according to the Times newspaper, Liverpool have placed Milos Kerkez at the top of their shortlist because Bournemouth really want 45 million for Kerkez, and this is steep, but Milos Kerkez is an absolute machine and he has all the attributes to become one of Europe's elite players. He's still only 21 years old. Imagine if he's this good at 21, and he improved massively since last season. If he keeps improving and he keeps developing and he keeps getting better with time and experience, with more training and more games, then he could become one of the best left backs in the world. So it's hardly surprising that Bournemouth want top dollar for Milos Kerkez. And of course, Richard Hughes, the current sporting director of Liverpool, was the sporting director at Bournemouth when Milos Kerkez was signed by Richard Hughes himself, so they have a good relationship, and Kerkez has been a revelation in the Bournemouth system. He has been frightening in attack and pretty secure in defense. His completeness and athleticism have seen him emerge as one of the best young fullbacks in Europe. And of course, Liverpool will consider their options. If Kerkez is his asking price is 45 million, then we will look at alternatives on the market and see whether there is a better value for option deal. But I think even at 45 million, Kerkez is worth it because he is an absolute guaranteed successful transfer. Milos Kerkez already is playing in the Premier League, and he's good friends with Dominic Soboslai. He would love to play under a progressive manager, elite coach like Arne Slot. But Liverpool are targeting another left back just as a second choice if Bournemouth want too much money for Milos Kerkez. Kerkez is definitely a top target, but Liverpool's second choice. You always have to have a short list of your first, second, third and fourth choice transfer targets, because there is no guarantee that you get your first choice. And maybe Liverpool's second choice is Maxim De Cuyper, who is having a great season with Club Brugge, who had a brilliant Champions League campaign, and they are in a fantastic, fierce title race in Belgium with Union Saint-Gilloise, I think, and Arsenal are also interested in him. And De Cuyper is also 24 years old, so he's 3 years older than Kerkez, but he had a great campaign in the Champions League, and he could be the perfect profile to challenge Robertson for a starting place. And his price tag is 21 million, so he is a much lower price tag, much cheaper transfer option, and De Cuyper could be available for less than half the price of Milos Kerkez. Of course, he's not as good as Kerkez, but let's actually compare him to Kerkez. De Cuyper ranks among the top 19% of fullbacks across divisions similar to the Belgian Pro League. For assists, he's in the top 1% for passes attempted and shot creating actions, and top 4% for progressive passes. The problem with De Cuyper is he's playing in the Belgian first division, which is nowhere near as good as the Premier League, so it's no guarantee that De Cuyper will be a success in the Premier League. Kerkez is already Premier League proven, but there is a case to be made that maybe De Cuyper's playmaking and roundedness make him a better fit than Kerkez, because De Cuyper already has 11 goal contributions across all competitions, and he also scored against Aston Villa in the Champions League. And here are their numbers, but also remember De Cuyper's numbers are in the Belgian Pro League. So he has 3 goals and 5 assists. Kerkez has 2 goals and 5 assists. His pass completion rate is higher than Kerkez. He created more big chances, made more key passes by a lot more. Also, same amount of dribbles, ball recoveries, tackles, plus interceptions. He has less clearances than Kerkez, and less duels, but same percentage of duels won. It's interesting that De Cuyper should produce such scintillating playmaking numbers as a left back. He's maybe a little bit more like Trent Alexander-Arnold in that his playmaking is creating great goal scoring chances from a left back position. So he could be, in theory, a more complete and effective left back upgrade than Kerkez, but it's a big risk big risk in terms of De Cuyper coming into the Premier League is a big risk, because there is no guarantee that he will adapt to the Premier League and he will be a success in the Premier League. Kerkez is already Premier League proven, so that's why his price is a lot higher. This isn't to say that Kerkez is ineffective from a playmaking perspective. He's just creating a little bit less amount of chances than De Cuyper or Trent Alexander-Arnold. And the talent scout Jacek Kulik has described De Cuyper as one of the best left backs currently playing outside of Europe's top 5 leagues. So he's a very good alternative to have if Bournemouth ask for silly money for Kerkez, then Liverpool could always fall back and sign De Cuyper. So I think that's a sensible way to go about this. And Liverpool fan Luke Leiva believes that reported target Milos Kerkez will not settle for limited game time. He would want to be a regular starter at Liverpool, and he told the BBC Radio Merseyside Kerkez wouldn't come in and only play like half the games. So that means Liverpool have to look at a different target if we want to rotate with Andy Robertson. That could be Jorel Hato from Ajax. He's another target for Liverpool, but you definitely want Kerkez. He's one of the breakout stars of the Premier League season. He's really young. He has played under Arne Slot at AZ Alkmaar, but he won't share minutes with Andy Robertson. Kerkez would want to start 80% of games, and Robertson would play maybe the League Cup and some smaller games in the Champions League. Whether that is something Robertson is willing to side with, or whether he would then want to move on, that's something Liverpool need to talk about with Robertson, and that's an interesting perspective. But I think it's time for Liverpool to sign a new first choice left back, because Robertson has been pretty shaky during the most of the season, and he had some really terrible games. Some journalists are reporting that Liverpool are currently leading the chase for Kerkez, and Kerkez has actually revealed that one of his idols is actually Andy Robertson. He said, obviously, I would take Cristiano Ronaldo back in the days at Man United. I could put Ashley Cole there, a left back also from Chelsea who I liked a lot, and also Andy Robertson. So Andy Robertson was one of his idols growing up, and he thinks that Andy Robertson is still a world-class player, or at least was the world-class player in his prime. And as you can see, Kerkez has played a lot of games this season, mostly in the Premier League. He has 2 goals and 6 assists in all competitions. And Troy Deeney recently said, for me, Kerkez is one of the best left backs in the world football already. He's exceptional with the ball, and without it, he runs all day. He has loads of room to grow. It is not surprising that Liverpool have been linked with him. And Lewis Steele also revealed Liverpool's inside plans for the summer transfer window, and I think that's very, very interesting. And he points out that Arne Slot is still a humble guy who never forgets his roots, and he replied to every congratulatory message that he received this week. And Arne Slot said that this Premier League title gives him the why to sell to both the current players and prospective new players, because Liverpool are already in negotiations with potential new players to be signed. And he said it helps to attract new players as the ones we want. We are not the only club who think they are good. This helps them to see that the way we do things over here is special. And Luis Steele confirmed that left back is a position that Liverpool are actively looking to upgrade. Andy Robertson is entering the final year of his deal. Milos Kerkez of Bournemouth is being courted, and he would command a hefty fee of 45 million. Ajax's Jero Hato has also been discussed, and Liverpool are interested in Dean Huijsen at Bournemouth, who is 50 million pounds. Really close he has, and Antoine Semenyo is another player that Liverpool are keen on. Huijsen will move on this summer, and Chelsea at the moment are leading the race for him, but Liverpool are in a close behind second, and Konate is also out of contract next year, so Liverpool need to think about that. And Liverpool's scouting department are scouring the market, and they have watched Xavi Simons and Benjamin Šeško at RB Leipzig. And Luis Steele reports that Liverpool have watched players at Real Betis and River Plate in Argentina recently. Those teams have some really good talented players in them. And of course, signing a striker is on the agenda in a big way, with Darwin Núñez likely to leave this summer. Luis Diaz is also in talks for a new deal. I will report that in more detail in another video. Ekitike has been watched. He has scored 22 goals and made 10 assists, but he would not be cheap, so Liverpool are looking at all their options. Reports have linked them with all kinds of players like Morgan Rogers, João Pedro, Liam Delap, but those players are not really on the short list. That's why I haven't really made videos on them, because those rumors are not really credible. Richard Hughes is a smooth operator that deserves mass credit alongside Arne Slot for this first year of Arne Slot's tenure, because he already extended the contracts of Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk. Any talk of a transfer war chest is slightly over-exaggerating the situation a little bit, Luis Steele said, but Liverpool have the money and they will spend it. With number 20 league title is wrapped up, they will celebrate that, but at Liverpool they are already planning for a 21st potential league title next year. And Arne Slot also said it's a perfect package to stay motivated, because to experience this once is really nice, but we would love to experience winning the title more times. We know why we do things now, because to experience this has been probably really special for you guys. It's been special for all the fans, but it's definitely been special for the players and for us as well. We know the why now. If we start next season, what we do it for, but it definitely helps to attract new players as well, because mostly the players that we want to have, we are not the only clubs who think they are good players, and these players have more options. And Liverpool are already planning for next season. We are already negotiating with players, and he said, I think there is a bit more time for that now than there would have been if we still needed a win for winning the title or whatever. There is a bit more time now to have these conversations, but let there be no mistake. We want to win every single game we play, so the players will be prepared in the same way as they have been prepared for all the other games we have played. So I'm really looking forward to the Chelsea-Liverpool game. And that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.